Have you ever pondered the possibility of time travel? If it were possible, where might these temporal explorers be hiding? Imagine for a moment that you have the power to journey through the vast timeline of existence. A thrilling notion, isn't it? This concept has been a cornerstone of popular culture and science fiction for decades, captivating our collective imagination. Yet, a question lingers. If time travel were indeed possible, why haven't we seen any evidence of it? Why haven't we bumped into a visitor from the distant future or stumbled upon an artifact from an era yet to come? It's a conundrum that has puzzled both science fiction enthusiasts and serious scientists alike. Are we to believe that time travel remains a mere figment of our creative minds? Or is it possible that these travelers have cleverly concealed their existence from us? Could it be that they have found a way to hide in the vast expanse of the universe? To discuss where time travelers might be hiding, we first need to understand the concept of time travel itself. Now, time travel, as we've seen in countless sci-fi flicks, is often depicted as hopping into a machine, turning a dial, and voila, you're in the Jurassic era or the far future. But what does science have to say about it? The idea of time travel primarily revolves around the concept of wormholes, the speed of light, and the space-time continuum. Wormholes, as theorized by Einstein and Rosen, are theoretical passages through space-time that could create shortcuts for long journeys across the universe. However, they remain purely theoretical, and we have yet to discover or create one. Next, we have the speed of light. Now, according to Einstein's theory of relativity, as an object approaches the speed of light, time slows down. Theoretically, if one could travel faster than light, they could potentially travel back in time. But here's the catch: as per our current understanding of physics, nothing can travel faster than light. Then there's the space-time continuum. Imagine a four-dimensional fabric that bends and twists with the mass and energy of the universe. This is the space-time continuum. Theoretically, if one could warp this fabric enough, they could create a tunnel, a wormhole, through which time travel might be possible. But, as fascinating as these theories are, they come with their own set of paradoxes and challenges. The grandfather paradox, for instance, is a common one. It postulates that if a person were to travel back in time and inadvertently cause their grandfather's death before the conception of their parent, it would result in a contradiction because the time traveler could never have been born to travel back in time in the first place. While the concept of time travel is fascinating, the scientific challenges make it seem impossible, at least with our current understanding of the universe. But let's assume for a moment it is possible. So, if time travel is possible, where might these travelers be hiding? Now that's a question that requires us to step beyond what we see and know and venture into the vast and complex cosmos. Our universe as we understand it is almost unimaginably large. It stretches out for billions of light years, filled with galaxies, each teeming with millions if not billions of stars. Each star could host a planet, and each planet might be a potential hiding place for a time traveler. You see, the sheer vastness of the universe makes it the perfect place to lay low. If our time travelers wanted to avoid detection, they could easily do so by simply relocating to a distant galaxy. Out there, they would be beyond the reach of our most advanced telescopes, living out their lives under the light of alien suns, hidden in plain sight. But what if our time travelers are not just from a different time, but also from a different dimension? Theoretical physicists have proposed the existence of other dimensions beyond the three we live in. These additional dimensions could also serve as potential hideouts for our time travelers. Perhaps they've discovered how to slip between the folds of our reality, stepping into an entirely different dimension where the rules of time and space as we know them do not apply. And then there's the possibility that time travelers are hiding right here among us unnoticed. Yes, it might sound a tad far-fetched, but consider this: if they've mastered the art of time travel, who's to say they haven't figured out how to blend in perfectly with our society? They could be your neighbor, your friend, or even that stranger you bumped into at the grocery store. So, you see, when we talk about where time travelers might be hiding, we're not just talking about a physical location. We're talking about possibilities that stretch across galaxies, dimensions, and even social norms. There are countless potential hiding places in the universe for time travelers, from distant galaxies to other dimensions, and even right under our noses. But what if there's a specific place in the universe where time travelers congregate? A place where they can gather, share information, and more importantly, hide. This brings us to the intriguing concept of a temporal refuge. A temporal refuge, in essence, would be a sanctuary in the cosmos for our intrepid time explorers. It's a concept that's been bandied about in the hallowed halls of speculative fiction and theoretical physics alike. It's a place where time travelers, weary from their chronological journeys, could find solace and camaraderie. Now, what could this place look like? Well, that's where it gets interesting. Some theories suggest it might be a planet located in a pocket of space-time, where the usual rules don't apply. Others propose it could be a vast, artificially created structure, the ultimate testament to advanced technology. Location is another matter up for debate. Could it be nestled in the heart of a nebula, where swirling gases obscure it from prying eyes? Or perhaps it's hidden in a black hole, where the intense gravitational pull warps time itself. It might even be tucked away in a parallel universe, a mirror image of our own, but with a twist. But why would time travelers need a refuge? Well, it could serve as a hub for exchanging knowledge, experiences, and perhaps even warnings about the future or past. It could also be a place to rest and recharge before embarking on another temporal journey. Of course, it's important to remember that all of this is purely conjecture. We've yet to prove the existence of time travel, let alone discover a cosmic hideaway for those who traverse the temporal plane. The idea of a temporal refuge is purely speculative, of course, but it's a fascinating concept to ponder, isn't it? It's a testament to human creativity and our unending quest to understand the mysteries of the universe. So, while we may not be booking our tickets to this galactic haven anytime soon, it's a tantalizing thought to muse upon as we gaze at the stars.